It says Louis Philippe, who became king of France, reported with dismay that while on a trip through the United States in 1797, he asked for a chamber pot, and his host told him there were none available, but invited him to quote make free use of the window. White people crazy. All right, an offer he politely turned down. It was not until the 1820s that toilets began a slow move indoors. Like everything else, bathrooms trickled down to blacks last. Blacks, especially those living in the Deep South, were the last to find bathroom comforts. Prior to the 1950s and the Civil Rights Movement, the majority of Southern blacks still used private outhouses and segregated public facilities that reflected racial inequalities. Although toilet paper first appeared around 1880, well into the early 1950s, black outhouses typically contained old newspapers, store catalogs, and corn cobs as an alternative to toilet paper. For most blacks in the South, toilet paper was relatively new and rare until after World War II. Throughout history, levels of hygiene and social sophistication were a direct reflection of racial inequalities and classism. So there we go. So that's the doo-doo chapter. All right. Um Black humor. This is a dialogue exchange between a black and a white in 1868. White Cottonfield overseer asked, Sam, what makes your nose so flat? Sam, the black tenant farmer, answered, Don't know, boss, but I figured it's to keep me from sticking it into other people's business. That's funny. This is in the book. I'm just reading what's here. All right. Gagged for gossiping. During slavery, plantation slaves in household service were skilled at listening, reporting, pilfering, signifying, and gossiping. The grapevine from the master's house to the slave cabins from plantation to plantation were critical message channels for sharing needed items as well as information. The information the household slaves circulated often assisted other blacks to run away or plan slave uprisings. All slaveholders were concerned about slaves who spied and passed on information, especially through gossiping. For slaves, gossiping was a form of communication, entertainment, and fun. Some masters tried to stop gossiping by associating with pain and suffering. To keep slaves from gossiping and talking about white folks' business, a special gagging device was invented and sold to slave owners who had habitual gossipers or a female servant with a loose tongue. Ooh, wow. Okay. I gotta show y'all this. Oh my God. Oh Lord, Lord Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of this and I'm gonna load this to my Instagram and then I'm gonna share my screen. This is the quickest way I can show you. This is crazy. This is wild. This is the device that is used to control like whether or not slaves can talk. I'm gonna put it on my Instagram. I'm gonna share my screen. So give me your patience for 1 second if you could. And by the way, Amani's in the comments. If you have any questions for Amani, she can answer. And in addition to that, someone was asking about the convention. The convention is going to be October 16th through the 17th, or actually that weekend, the weekend of October 16th, Thursday through Sunday, in Jersey City, right next to Brooklyn in Manhattan. And it's going to be at the Hyatt on the Hudson. And so you can go to allblacknationalconvention.com to get your pass if you'd like to sign up for a discount. Allblacknationalconvention.com. All right, so let me type this here. These devices were used to keep slaves from gossiping. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen now. Now that this is the quickest way I can think to show it to you because it's in the book, but I want you all to see this. All right, so here, let me share my screen. This is crazy. What I didn't know that that's yet reason number 3,497 that they owe us a whole lot of reparations money. Let me show you the device they used to put on slaves' faces to keep them from gossiping. So here we go. All right, so I'm sharing my screen in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Do you see that? Can you all see that? Let me know if you can see that. Can you see it now? Okay, someone said no. Can you see the image? Okay. All right, April and Jonathan, thank you. Yeah, so this is I think this was just kind of shocking